Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is June 9th, 2014. Today is Monday, and it's all quiet in the markets after a very rocky week last week, to say the least. Just looking at the Euro USD in hindsight, it doesn't look like it changed much, but this is, 150 to 200 pip move in either direction. So all in all, we're not far from where we were last week, but in between from a week ago to where we are now, we've had a really big ride. A lot of traders took advantage of this big plummet here at 135. If we look at the longer time frame, we'll see that it's actually at another relatively strong support level, 135.85 and 135. Okay, just 135. Altogether. 135 is a big psychological number. It's the mid-mark in the 30s, and for people that are making trading, it's a big psychological number. So I don't expect a huge movement in the market in the Euro USD this week, or at least the next couple of days. I do believe we'll be consolidating and sideways trading, and not trading much in a range in the Euro USD. Looking at jumping into the economic calendar quickly, there's not much going on today. Okay, some of the stuff has already come out on the Japanese yen, GDP, quarterly GDP, and then everything is really tomorrow coming out with some GDP numbers. So, like I said again, it's probably going to be a very light day in trading today. Not much really going on. Okay, but look for opportunities. Like this is a clear opportunity right here with the Aussie USD. We're hitting this double top. You could look to make this little trade right here. Okay, as it is trading in the range, and we've said that you can take advantage of range trading. Okay, but you got to be very selective as to which specific stocks or which specific symbols, you choose to trade. So be more specific. Look for entry points and exit points that you're more comfortable with. But just be realistic that it's not going to be a very volatile day today. Okay, there's some bank holidays in Europe today, so we'd expect to see a little bit less action today in the forex market. Looking in gold, gold's being beaten up now at 1253. Actually rallied a little bit between 1250-ish level. Okay, if we look at a just like at a small graph on the lower side, 1242 hit this pace line and then just bounced last week. Okay, we traced to 1247, and now we're consolidating at 1253, 1254. I would expect some sort of at some point over here, a testing of the 1287, 1285 level. Okay, this is a major level for gold, to see if it will retest these levels up here. Okay, because this was previous support levels, previous support. Okay, so I would expect it at one point to try and challenge this one more time, to make sure that it's a confirmed below 1280 level. Okay, so let's see if that actually forays in the coming days. I would keep an eye out on gold to see if it does develop anything in the next couple of days. Copper has been very strong, incidentally, so it may trigger some effect on gold as well. Looking at the Dow Jones, okay, this is really aggravating for anyone who's trading because there's no pullbacks. I mean, look at this. There hasn't been much pullbacks. There's really relatively very little red bars to jump into this, and then every time you want to chase it, you're a little bit afraid because it's it has so much downside as well. But you see what happens is that it just goes higher and higher and higher. We're at all-time highs. Okay, if we look at a daily chart, we are at all-time highs on the Dow Jones. These last two bars between 1675 and 1694 might be the catalyst that will bring us down later. Okay, this might be the very thing that will bring us down later, because as fast as it goes up, it relatively has a retracement that it goes down. So a case in point actually on this graph is right here. Okay, we had this huge move up here, and then there's a reaction to it right over here. There's always a correction to a move. Okay, once we've tested it again, for example, right here, you see that it's really strong, and it does confirm the move on the upside. So, I mean, I would expect at a certain point for it to topple off and then retest maybe 16,700 level at this point right here, and then to confirm that it is really going to 17,000 or 18,000. Okay, the people are very bullish on the Dow Jones. The U.S. economy has turned around a lot, on both on consumer goods, on major goods, on also technology, which has really shown it's reviving over the past 5-6 years. So there's multiple opportunities in the Dow Jones. Okay, so I would continue to keep this on the radar. But again, like I said, the start of a new week. It is the beginning of the summer, so I wouldn't expect so much volatility, especially because there's a lot of bank holidays in Europe. This is Razak at CMTrading, and I wish you guys a great trading day.